Hi guys, it's me, Keith Johnson. So today we're back with another video, and today we're going to talk about the Bad versus Wild. This is going to be Baddies versus Original Bad Girls Club, episode 5. I think we're episode 5. I have my handy dandy tablet that kind of helped me keep up with the notes. I haven't reviewed a Zeus show in a minute. Baddies East, I think that was last season. Mentally was draining at the end. I was like, dang, I can't just keep reviewing the show was draining mentally, and it just got boring. So I just kind of stopped reviewing Baddies. So now I think I'm gonna try to do Caribbeans like the entire season through. So now we're at Bad versus Wild, episode 5. This was the second most interesting episode besides the Jocelyn show. If you guys are new here, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. I am dealing with a migraine, so we're gonna check through this video. We're like a week-long migraine. Also, follow the social medias up above. Wait, I think it's down here. I don't know. But yeah, follow them, and yeah. So we start off them getting out the van or the cars or whatever and walking into these trailers with this girl with these the voice overs. We could do without those. Like, sister girl was being very shady. She was trying to say Taseki's name, and she couldn't. She was butchering in all this and just ended up saying Krishan's sister, and I'm like that is so it is disrespectful to keep calling this girl Krishan's sister when she and or her and Krishan, they're not on the best terms that we've seen publicly. And you know, Taseki, she talked about how she felt about that like at the reunion, and well, I think Bad was filmed before the reunion, but even throughout the season, like we seen like the demise of them and saying Krishan's sister, it's disrespectful. It really is. Like, and even if they were cool, she has a name. Like, if you can't pronounce her name, just give her a compliment. Her hair looks nice, her body is snatched, something. Like, it was just rude all around. Taseki, honestly, if the girl thumps you, I wouldn't be mad about it, because like we've watched the season of Baddies for a while. We know this girl's name by now. Yeah, and I'm not even the biggest Taseki stan, but it's like just being disrespectful for no reason. She shaded Rolly. Rolly came out. Rolly is a mood. I'm not gonna lie, like, cause knowing what we saw, like her and Bri's beef, all the way back from I know even beef for a little bit about like the whole Las Vegas thing where Rolly said she smacked Bri and all this and that. Like they've been beef for a little bit. So like walking to a situation like that, knowing about this I don't like. Rolly's a move, cause like don't talk to me. Like don't talk to me. Just get me to the car or whatever. Let me go work with my coworkers that I'm barely cool with, cause she didn't like Sydney or Bri. So it's like let's just walk up in here and get this bag. At the end of the day, I might have to smack somebody. That's Rolly. Rolly is a move. So I wasn't mad at the girl. Megan, she was like her face don't move. She needs to smile more, and the jokes weren't funny. Like I don't know, it just wasn't funny at all. 7, her face card never declines. That face card hit every time. Like 7, I hope she never touches her face at the surgery table. Like 7 is a very gorgeous girl. Like the hair, the face, everything about 7 is just perfect. Like this was a good type of show for 7, but Baddies, because I remember she's on ATL, like she gave us what was needed to be given, especially after giving birth to a newborn kid. I like 7. Like 7 is one of my fan favorites from Bad Girls Club, and she just all around is lit. Next up we get into Nick Cannon was stunned by this guy, this tall guy that was like behind him, and he was like just stunned, and I was like, Nick, I'm like, Nick, you like what you like, and you saw it. Just own up to it. Just own up to it, Nick. Anyway, so French Montana came out with this performance. I think he performed. What was the first song? I think it was No Stylist. I think that was the first one. It was something like that. But his performances both were lit. The other guy, I don't know who that was, but I was happy to see French Montana perform. It was a good performance. I still think Glorilla had one of the best performances on here. It was still a good performance. The Baddies came out first, and it was I can't remember all the girls on there, but you guys know who was there. Um, yeah, they came out. It was like, you know, baddie shot, they call this stuff. I guess. Um, then we got the Wild Side that came out. Everyone came out but Jayla, and then Jayla came out and Jayla. Okay, Saya, why are you here? Like, out of everyone that was on the Baddies team, seeing Saya on the Baddies side, I'm like, why is Saya here? Like, you barely was on the season, and the time that you was on the season, you did absolutely nothing. Like, oof. I was like, why is Saya here? Like, we could have did without her. Y'all could have put the not Jamaica, but the security guard, the buff dude that was out in Jamaica when Smiley was having a seizure. Like, y'all could have put him on there. Like, y'all could have put Smiley on there. Y'all, there's so many baddies from the last season. Biggie, like, any baddie could have been on there, but Saya. And then we had the baddies. I'm not baddies, but the bad girls from the, I think they're Wild. And just all of them were on baddies at some point. So I'm like, why are, like, the bad girls that they picked? We could have had newer girls like that was never on baddies. Like Megan did a cameo on baddies. Janelle was on baddies ATL. Seven was on baddies ATL. Jayla's on Baddies South, one of the most iconic seasons of Baddies, and this new season of Caribbeans. Like, Bri was also on Baddies South. Like, why do we have baddies? Like, the bad girls, y'all could have bought anyone. Like, especially the girls that were on the original, like, the OnlyFans bad girls. Y'all could have bought them on the Wild, on that side. Like, I know it was Tiana, Sarah, and she was on Baddies briefly. Erica from season 9, Lucy V, she could have been on there, and she's funny. I think Judy was on Baddies. Like, just anyone that was not on Baddies could have been on the bad girl side. Anyway, so we started this game off with Bad Bingo, and it was a hot mess. I know it was like, are you sleeping or dating somebody in the building? I seen Scotty, she got up. I was like, ooh. Oh, back up a little bit. So when they introduced the girls on the bad side, when Natalie introduced Scotty and she did like the little, I was like, Natalie, like, the allegations and the stuff that came out, and just like, why would you do that? Why would you do that to Scotty? Like, okay. And okay, so come back to the bingo. So we had the bingo, and Scotty, she got up, and I was like, Scotty was a little hesitant or whatever, but I guess it was just a hot mess all around. The game was just a hot mess. The Wild Side won that version. Sydney, she didn't be doing too much. I'm sorry, like, I'm about to really get into Sydney's story. Like, I watched Baddies ATL. Not many of y'all watch ATL. I sat there and watched that season. Sydney, don't bring her back. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just way too much. It's overhyped, just dramatic for no reason. Like, it's just too much theatrics. There's too much TV theatrics going on. And it's like, it's just, she's trying to be something that she's not. Like people that are on this show, like, Rolly is just naturally herself. Natalie is just, I guess, but like, Rolly's herself on here. Jayla's herself. Megan's herself. Like, the girls that come on this show are just themselves. You got Sydney that's just way too theatric, starting unnecessary drama, unnecessary beef, unnecessary everything, just unnecessary. Like, girl, what are you doing? Okay, so we get to this next game. Oh, and then on Baddies ATL, this whole beef with Judy and throwing the cereal on Judy at the reunion. I'm like, like, I'm just tired of Sydney. I really am. Next one is Name That Trick, round 2 or whatever. Where the girls, they have to act out or improv or whatever. It's a hot mess. Megan was confused because they caught up on the mic like, girl, what? So they called Bri and Rolly to the stage, to the front. From their beef, I guess Bri, she ran up and she got sat down. She pulled Rolly's wig, and it came off, and Rolly kind of knocked her down too. And next round they fought again. Rolly just kind of slung her. And the next round they fought again. Rolly just slung her again. And it's like, Bri was at the end, she was upset that she lost to Rolly and that she got Rolly big and all this and that, but like, Stunner Girl got up with Rolly at the reunion. Like, J-Lo was bopping Rolly on Baddies South. Like, we've seen Rolly fight on every single show that she's been on Zeus. And Rolly fight the same. Like, she fights with her, she swings with her right and grabs with her left. Like, Bri was even on the same season with Rolly. So it's like, y'all seen Rolly fight before. This whole rushing Rolly is not going to do it. Like, y'all gonna have to let Rolly kind of come on y'all first, or just kind of swing first and back up. Like, you know how Taseki, like how she just boop boop and then back with it. That's, y'all gonna kind of do that. Like, just boop boop and then back with it. That's just kind of what Bri going to do. Them braids, girl. Them braids. Y'all know Rolly pull hair. Y'all know that girl pull hair. The braids, just the worst thing you could do. And I know them edges. I know that scalp was just stinging. I just know it was. Because Rolly had them braids with a good little grip, and she was just slinging she was slinging Bri around and had her turn every which way but loose and tow her up from the floor up. Like, it was just nasty. Like, ooh, Bri got done up. I'm sorry, y'all. Bri. And then you had Sydney trying to jump in this fight. Yeah, so I guess Rolly got her lit back and had Sydney on that couch, her legs up in the air, like Natalie when 18 ran up on her, and it was just a hot mess. We'll come back to them too later. So they had the Cardi B, like they did like the Cardi B kind of thing, and Mariah has told them how to do it, and this like, I don't know, this game, this charades game, whatever, it was just boring. It was just a mess. Like, these games were just a hot mess that they picked for this particular show. Not round three, but the next round you had the Tug of War or whatever they did. I already knew it was gonna win. Like, the bad girls, it was not winning on game of Tug of War with the set of baddies that had like Megan's bougie, Janelle bougie. I met Janelle in person too. Janelle is bougie. Megan is bougie. Seven is, a little higher end. Like, Seven is strong, but she is. You had Taseki on another team. Taseki by herself was pulling that rope. Like, you had Saya. You had Rolly. You had Taseki. Like, you got, ooh, my stomach growling. You got these strong girls with the bad girls. I'm not saying that the bad girls aren't strong. I'm just saying that, like, you had Taseki. She was at the front. She had the front of the rope. That girl, she was pulling that rope by herself, basically. Like, that's a strong girl. That's a beast. That's a beast right there. Like, y'all knew better than she had Rolly. Like, strong girls. Sorry, they're strong. Then next up, they had keep it a buck or whatever. I'm tired of that game. They're just be roasting each other, and the roast don't even be funny. They're just like, Natalie said, I thought y'all were gonna get a big one. Seven had the best roast. She was like, without us bad girls, the baddies wouldn't be a thing. And it's true. Like, you have so many networks. South Central Baddies. You got Baddies. Just so many bad concepts of just baddies, bad. There's just so much of this. So at the end, the Baddies, they won. So the bad side finally won something out of, the wild side been turning them up lately. Yeah. So that's the end of that. So we get backstage, and Bri just, I know the bad girls, they look so disappointed when Bri was getting turned around like a ragdoll on that stage. They look so disappointed. Bri was upset. She's saying, oh, she's big and this and that, but it's like, if Stunner Girl can get up there with Rolly, you can too, Bri. And Bri just don't know. She's just not the best fighter. Can't say she can't fight, but she's just not the best fighter. Like, you can't beat everybody, and that's okay. Like, she wasn't the best fighter on her season of 17 of Bad Girls Club. Like, when she fought Keel, she just, like, Taseki, she just got that, you know, that bob weave, that tuk, 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 and then back up with it. Like, that's how you gotta fight Rolly. That's just how you gotta fight the girl. Anyway, Rolly versus Sydney Star backstage. Rolly didn't really try. Rolly just kind of. Rolly didn't try in this fight. You could tell she didn't. She didn't really want to fight Sydney, but she just kind of knocked her over in a little bika buka baka bika buka a little bit. You know, she you know, she did up. She did her in a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, and Sydney can't fight. So Rolly knows Sydney can't fight. Like, Rolly didn't really try her. She didn't really do nothing with her. She just, you know, beat it down and called it a day. She threw Mariah. Like, Mariah, she tried to break it up. Rolly just kind of boop, moved her over. So I think they're cool now. Cause remember on the Baddies season, they was fighting a little bit. Not fighting, but like they was arguing at the end. So hopefully they're cool now. That was Bad versus Wild, you guys. That was the episode. Whew. I'm ready to see the rematch with the Jocelyn and Natalie. That's what I want to see. Bring them back. This was a good episode for Bad versus Wild. For this show is bad. Like, it's not a good series that we have on Zeus, but it would do until the Caribbeans come on. And I know they're gonna rush that Caribbeans out because Zeus, we need more shows. Like, we need more shows. Like, I've been watching Zeus since Black China and Tokyo Tony them. It's just everything evolved around Baddies. We need something different. Like, give us some, or even like Taseki could have had her own boxing show. Like, y'all gave Rolly this surgery show. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to see Rolly cut up like that. Like, it's just, I don't know. I might tune in, but we need some new shows to watch. Like, we need more than one that comes out a week. But yeah, that's my review of this. I hope you guys did enjoy. Have a blessed day. Yeah, be happy. I don't know, but I'm out.